Welcome students. So now we will discuss about the problem of monotonicity in this video, which happens in dynamic circuits. So the fundamental difficulty with the dynamic circuit is monotonicity requirement, because when a dynamic gate is in evaluation, the inputs must be monotonically rising. So what is that monotonically rising condition? So that is, the input can start low and remain low. It can start low and rise high. It can start high and remain high, but it must not start high and fall low. That means you can see now here the signal A, it starts high and during evaluation it goes to low. So like this kind, this is called violation of the monotonicity. So to get the function, to get the correct output function from the dynamic circuit, the input must be monotonically rising. So now we'll see how this monotonically falling input changes the output. See, the signal A is taken. A is our input signal input, and pi the clock signal is drawn. Precharge, evaluate, precharge. Precharge means low clock signal and evaluate is high signal. Accordingly, the output signal. So during the precharge mode, we know precharge pi equal to 0. When pi equal to 0, your PMOS is on. So when your PMOS is on, we will be getting high output signal. So your output is high during precharge. And during evaluation, so we know very well, the pi is equal to 1. When pi 1 is given to PMOS, it turns off the PMOS. So the PMOS is turned off and it discharges through the NMOS. So your output is low during the evaluation mode. At the same time, your A input, see, so your A input, that is also high. So your input is high, and at the beginning of evaluation, your evaluation signal, that is a clock, is also high. That is, your PMOS is given with a high signal, so the PMOS is turned off, and now your A input signal is high. So as an inverter, when input is high, what will be the output? Obviously we will expect a low signal. So your output signal Y starts to go low and it floats in low stage itself. But unfortunately what happens is, during evaluation mode, if your input signal goes low, see here your input is going low. During evaluation, input from high to low it reaches. So when it reaches the high to low, your PMOS transistor still pi is equal to 1. So your PMOS is still off. Actually what we expect is, when input is low, for an inverter, your output must rise. No. See, at here your input is coming to low. So at this stage your output must rise. But instead of rising your output, what happens is, your output stays same position like the previous, that is, it remains in the same low position, same low signal it gives. So this is called the problem of monotonicity. That means violating monotonicity during evaluation. So because of this violation, your output must rise, but instead of rising, your output is staying in low signal. It stays in low stage. So since this happens, because of that, what we get, when we cascade many number of dynamic gates together, the output of the dynamic gates, for example, the first stage dynamic gate, it begins high and monotonically falls low during evaluation. So this monotonically falling output is not, or it is not suitable for a next stage, second stage of dynamic gate, because the second stage is expecting a monotonically rising signal. So since this happens, this problem happens with the dynamic gates when they share same clock signal, so they cannot be connected directly. So this problem can be overcome with the domino logic. So we'll see first, when the two dynamic gates are connected consequently, how the output is varying. See here, the signal A is taken as 1 and the pre-charge signal is, the pi clock signal is pre-charge, evaluate and pre-charge, and the output X is, for first stage output is X. So whenever the clock pi equal to 0, so you need not look about the A signal, because A is maintained in same level, high level only. So when your clock is low, output would be high. When your clock is high, output would be low, because this is just pure an inverter. So when your clock is high, your output is low. So for pre-charge, the output is high. So for the first stage, you got the outputs in a proper way. So the X output is clear here. And during the Y stage, you see, when you want to calculate the output Y, because this X is directly fed to the dynamic gate, second dynamic gate, directly it is fed. So see how the input is now. The X is monotonically falling. See, during the evaluation time, your X input is monotonically falling. High, from high to low it changes, no. So this is called monotonically falling. So when this happens, you see the output of Y. So at output Y, for example, during pre-charge mode, your input is, for this second gate, your input is high signal you are giving. You are giving a X high input. So you just see the pi in pre-charge mode, what we will be getting. We will be getting a high output. So we got in pre-charge high output. And during evaluate, what we will be getting? So we will be getting a low signal, because this is an inverter, no. So when the clock is high, your output is low. But at this evaluation time, your present input, see, along with the clock signal, our present input signal is low now. That is, it is coming from high to low. So when it comes to high to low, since this is an inverter, your output must rise, no. It must rise from low to high. But instead of rising, it is staying in the same low position. So this problem will happen when we connect the dynamic gates in series. So this is violation of monotonicity. So due to this reason, we can't connect the dynamic gates directly in series. So instead of that, we have to use the next logic, that is called domino logic. So in domino logic, the simple thing what we are doing is connecting in between two dynamic gates. See, so the first one is a dynamic gate, dynamic NAND gate, and the second one is a dynamic NAND gate. So this is a dynamic NAND gate. In between these two dynamic gates, I connect a inverter. Like that, in next stage, we have to connect an inverter. So while doing this, you see the signal outputs now. So actually what we are trying to do is, we have to avoid during evaluation, your input must not go, it must not go to low. So when my clock pre-charge evaluation, pre-charge signals are declared, and W for the first gate output W is, during pre-charge your output is high, evaluation your output is low, again pre-charge your output is high. Then this input is fed to X, fed to the inverter. So you know the output of inverter, whatever the signal present here, no, it is just inverted. So in the during the pre-charge, the high signal is inverted and you are getting low X, and during evaluation the low signal is inverted and you are getting high signal. So the output is, that is, you are getting a output in W, that output is inverted again. So now this inverted output signal, you see in evaluation mode. So this is our evaluation mode, and in this evaluation mode, the X signal is during evaluation period, the X signal, no, it is not now monotonically falling, it is rising only, no. The X is monotonically rising, because this X is the input to the next dynamic circuit. I am going to feed this X value to the next dynamic circuit. So for a dynamic circuit, the input must be monotonically rising, it must not fall. That is our condition. So when this signal is fed to the next gate, that is the X is fed, no. So the problem is overcome now. So now what will be the output y? So just the x values are inverted. When x is low, y would be high, and when x is high, y would be low, and so on. And finally, so this signal is now the y signal, no. So during evaluation, your signal is coming high to low. It produces a high to low outputs, but it must be recovered with the help of an inverter. So the second inverter will produce us the inverted signal. That means y is inverted in the z stage. So wherever y is high, z is low. Wherever y is low, z is high. So this is how we provide the dynamic gates with the monotonically rising signals, and thus we can avoid the problem, the direct connection problem we saw, no. So that problem we can avoid. So this is one modification we are doing with the dynamic circuits. Thank you.